My name is Mater and can best be described as a baby boomer hurtling towards life's finish line. Because writing is my passion, I sat down in 2015 to document my spiritual road. What resulted was an autobiographical manuscript called Finding Grace Without God. It detailed the many twists and turns I've taken in my search for grace throughout my life. There was only one problem with what I'd written. It was unreadable. I loved every word. Writing's excavation had revealed something truly astounding, the real me. I finally knew the truth of who I am. More importantly, I'd found a rainbow of new ways to reflect that truth. My 2015 manuscript covered it all, but rather than a useful book, I'd instead written a teacher's manual. It was helpful to me, but no one else. That began a 10-year march that ended with the creation of this online forum. Although a non-believer, I'm also a firm non-denier. I do not believe in God, but neither do I deny God's existence. I spent my first 50 years searching for an authentic awareness of God's presence. Unfortunately, I came up empty. The only thing I'd verified was my inability to find God. That failure became not only frustrating, but painful. 12-step guidance includes the word God throughout. I fully understood it was not an instruction to find God. I was instead being encouraged to reach outside of my own best thinking. Doing so required I become tethered to something greater than myself in the form of a higher power. I'm grateful to say that unlike religion, the program supported my freedom to choose whatever that higher power might be. Yet God's name was always present whether attending meetings or reading program literature. I felt trapped by my lack of recovery progress, if only due to spiritual insolvency on the God front. For better or worse, I'm one of those people who refuses to believe in something without verification. That is precisely why I gave up on God. Because the concept for me was illusory, it lost any sense of meaning. That's not God's fault, by the way. Mentioning my failure to bring God into my life is strictly to explain why I migrated over to Grace's path. I gave it my best shot, yet failed. Changing spiritual direction then provided me what the God hunt had not. Through the pursuit of Grace's qualities, I was able to see and embrace my spirit's light. In other words, I found my higher power. It turns out, the very grace I might have looked for from God was right here inside of me all along.